So beautiful people, it's my last day in Pampanga, heading back to Manila soon. However, a beautiful person subscriber has picked me up from my hotel in Angeles and has taken me to San Fernando. On the way, we've stopped off at Lake Shore, which is a kind of residential development. It has the lake that you can see behind me. It's also replete with its own muzak. Has its own muzak coming out of the trees. And we're going to a restaurant here that it's a Filipino style restaurant for lunch, and then he's dropping me off at the bus. And for those of you who are saying, oh, you haven't got your mask on, well, there is no one within 150 meters of me. It's got its own picnic ground, little picnic area. Yes, I'm very lucky to be driven around today. I'm back.
All right.
Oh.
This time come back at night. It's much prettier during the night.
That was interesting.
So they usually set up tables here, especially the weekend.
Yeah, I
There's
saw the
food,
picnic spot.
And
Looks
live,
good.
Live music.
Oh yeah, live music. Wow. And so this is a gated community, Filipino style. Very relaxing, quiet, lots of trees. It's pretty good. So this is actually the third guarded checkpoint that we've gone through in this housing development to get to the particular area that Joel lives in.
So that's the lake on the other side. That's where you came from, the lighthouse, if you remember.
Oh, I see, right.
So that's the commercial side, and this is the residential side.
So Joel's gone inside to grab some things before we go off to lunch. And yeah, this is what a gated community is like. Or an upscale gated community is like in San Fernando, Philippines. And so this is just the back of Joel's house and the view. It would be nice to go walking around the lake in the mornings. I can see myself very happily ensconced here at some stage. This is a pretty narrow road.
Just like the bridge in Tabosa, sir? No. Sir Marshall.
Yep.
The bridge of Tabosa.
Well, that was a suspension bridge. I hope this
Hanging
isn't.
bridge.
So that's the index right there. Done.
So are we in Mexico now?
Yes, part of Mexico. Actually, no. Actually, this is part of San Fernando.
San Fernando.
Basically, the boundary is the bridge. So that's Mexico on that side.
Right. So we're in San Fernando, right next to Mexico, making our way down the back streets to the restaurant. Oh, this is it?
Yes, sir.
Lola Ima. And we've picked up Joel's cousin, Jep. Right. We're trying to figure out what we're going to have. I'm going to have the fried tilapia, which is fish, coupled with burro, which is fermented rice, and mustasa, which is mustard leaves. And you make a wrap out of the rice and the fish. And that was Jeff's idea. Now, Jeff, and it's a pampanga dish, and we are in Pampanga. And so, what's everybody else having? And also, too, Joel's lovely wife
Sinigang po. Sinigang na ba?
made some sisig for me.
Fried tilapia.
Isa pong fried tilapia.
Fried buro.
Yung may kasama na pong buro yung tilapia, sir.
Okay, good. Mustasa, meron na?
Wala po.
Mustasa, para kompleto siya. We have the sinigang, we have the fish.
With sinigang, we've got the fish.
Want some another Kapampangan delicacy, sir?
What's that?
It's pindang damulag, sir. It's
uh,
cured carabao beef. Carabao's meat.
Oh, it's right. No, I've had carabao before.
Okay.
That's okay. No, I'm really not that hungry. I'd really like some water.
Yun na muna tapos water.
Service water, sir.
Service water.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just really thirsty. It's so hot.
Ipapaluto na po.
Vegetables.
Is that with bagaong?
Yes po.
The bagaong is in the vegetables. Right.
You like that or not?
Not really.
At wag na yan. Chop suey.
Wala, sir.
Wala chop suey? Okay. How about
Rice po.
just very,
A little
very
bit of.
common, not complicated, adobo.
Adobong
Chicken?
bibe po.
Meron?
Yes po. Adobong bibe.
Bide. Pero chicken meron?
Wala po. Asado po.
What's the, duck. Adobong duck.
Yes.
Duck.
Duck. Instead of chicken, duck.
We're gonna have duck adobo
Yun na.
because there's no chicken.
Rice po.
3 rice. Rice, right?
Yeah, but burro,
Pick up rice.
a burro rice,
Yes
burro,
po, man.
You mean,
the fermented rice.
yeah, we already got that one.
So we'll have the fermented rice and then we'll have other
It's
rice.
a rice. Plain
Okay,
rice. Yes.
rice and rice. Have some rice without rice.
Pick up rice.
Regular
Okay
rice.
po. Yes po.
Steamed rice, tatlo.
Okay.
Okay, so we have the sinigang, we have the
Fried
fish.
tilapia, mustasa, adobong bibi po. Pick up rice. Okay na.
Yes. Saka
Fantastic.
water, please.
Yes po.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Well, Jeff was just telling me, when I was in Cinderland in San Fernando last time I was here in Pampanga, I was wandering around the streets asking people, what's a typical Pampanga breakfast? Pampangan breakfast. And no one was answering me. But Jeff was saying that it's pindang damolag. The pindang damolag is actually cured carabao meat with fried rice, and then you pour carabao's milk onto the fried rice to make it all a creamier sort of. It's not a soup, is it?
It's not soup.
The milk's like a sauce. Yeah.
It's usually like milk, sir. But
Yeah.
you make it like a sauce on the
You
fried
use
rice.
it like a sauce,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, right. Well, there you go. There's your typical Kampangan breakfast. Sinigang. The sinigang has arrived.
Adobong bibe.
Duck adobo. Adobo bibe.
Yes, adobong bibe.
Rice.
Yeah, go ahead. Don't forget your seasoning.
Alala kita kayo.
So they don't have the mustard leaves.
But they don't have the mustard leaves.
They don't have the mustard leaf. Too much there.
So no mustard leaves. Well, that's fine. So with the bura, what do you do with it? You just put it on the
You
fish.
get some fish, sir. Fish meat. Then you put it on top of the meat. Then you put vegetable.
Oh,
It's
okay.
either mustard or eggplant or tomatoes.
Right. So they don't have any mustard leaves. So the way I'm doing this, Jeff's advice is some tilapia, some fish, some buro, which is the fermented rice, and then some grilled eggplant, and put it all together. But the buro, the fermented rice, has a really different taste. How would you describe it?
It's a bit sour, salty, and I just had hit of ginger, sir.
Is there ginger in
Yes,
it?
sir. It is sauteed in tomato, onions, tomatoes, and ginger, sir.
Right. It almost tastes a bit like cheese to me. Maybe
Yeah,
there's
the-
something wrong
the
with
way
my...
it's being done is like cheese. It's fermented. That's why.
Right, yeah.
it
It's
takes-
very different. It's not like rice at all. All right, I'm going to have some of the sinigang. And there's... it's pork in the sinigang.
It's pork belly, sir.
Pork belly. And tamarind.
Tamarind, yes, sir.
Is tamarind.
Tamarind soup base.
Joel was saying that they don't always use tamarind.
Yes, some others use
Kamyas.
guava, kamyas.
And they're fruits, are
Ay
they?
fruits, yes, sir.
Right.
In Baguio, they use strawberries.
Strawberries.
Strawberries and watermelon.
Really?
Yes, sir.
To get the sour taste.
Yes, sir.
The sinigang's lovely. It's sour tamarind soup with a little bit of chili. So it's got a bit of a kick to it. And vegetables. And pork belly. Moving on, we're going to try some of Joel's wife's sisig. Now, you might be wondering who Joel is. Well, he's just off camera.
Always.
I think he's wanted by the FBI, so we can't have him on camera. The red onion's perfect. Yeah. So how do you cook sisig?
The authentic way is to first you boil the pig cheek and ears
Pig's cheek and ears.
with some.
You boil them.
You boil them first with onions, bay leaf, whole peppercorns, and
Onions, bay leaf,
Salt.
peppercorns, salt.
so when it's tender enough, sir, you just let it cool first. It's up to you if you want it grilled. If you want it grilled or fried for a crunchy version, sir.
Right.
Then you cut it into small pieces with some onions, calamansi juice, and some salt and pepper, and chilies. Here in Pampanga, we used to...
And then you fry it.
No, sir. You fried first, then you cut it into... You fried or grilled it. Then you cut it into small pieces. Then you mix it with minced onions, chilies, and some calamansi extract, sir. Salt and pepper and chilies, sir.
Well,
Adobong bibe, sir.
Adobo bibe. So this is the duck. Duck adobo. So again, with the adobo, is there a Pampanga style that's different?
They call it adobong matwahir. It's a chicken stir. You stew it in vinegar, vinegar, garlic, peppercorns, salt. We're not using soy sauce. That's the
Right, so you're not
original.
using soy sauce, right?
We call it adobong maputi.
Uh-huh. But this one's got soy sauce?
That's soy sauce.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice to eat anything meaty and hearty with a sinigang soup on the side. Well, I'm lucky to have my Pampangan guides to show me where the good places are.
And you need to come back. There's more places to explore.
I'll definitely be back. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the burro. Sort of, I could
Never.
take it or leave it.
You
Probably leave it. Do you like it?
Never.
No.
Big no.
Do you like it?
The shrimp baguette, sir.
Oh,
The
okay.
balo-balo. Burro is with fish. And
Oh,
the
okay.
balo-balo is fermented rice with shrimp.
Okay, right. Oh, I don't think I need that rice now. And so this is the damage. Oh, it was delicious. Duck adobo, fermented rice, grilled tilapia, pork belly sinigang, some pork sisig. Am I missing anything? No, that's it. It was lovely. Delicious.